first drive will start at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Touchdown, Packers! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Goff now to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they will. Down the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Another catch for Valdes-Scantling. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they're a confident bunch, and they're going to need to be. They're facing a group here that is seeking a 5th consecutive victory.
And this head coach knows all about motivational tactics. He was touting his unit all week, saying, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up, ready to go, and he believes that.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Denzel Mims. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Packers 14, Lions 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Lions 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there for Detroit. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
36. Switch.
Now it's Swift. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 25th touchdown. Tying him and Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Rodgers now to throw. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Drops it to Jones in the flat, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
28, Lions 17.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He'll air this one out from Mims. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001.
following the attacks on September 11th.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops. Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Touchdown, Detroit! DeAndre Swift, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Goff looking to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Play action. It's Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Lions 32.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Goff's throw here caught by Mims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And his kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught by Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this is caught. It's Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now here's a throw that's complete. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
At the Packers' 31-yard line.
Now Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers to throw. Able to find Jones. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 29. Incredible play there on fourth down.